have abandoned me for years, and despite me warning them all about how the family's having so many issues, nothing but criticism and fights, which is just weird. I'm trying to help, and I'm literally being yelled at. So, I've gone through abuse in a way that's very bizarre. If I was being hit, I could deal with that, because I could call up the police and say, I've been hit by my parents. I have the bruises to prove it. Done deal. Well, honestly, I don't see that would be easy. That would be much easier. I'd rather them physically hurt me rather than the way they did, because the way they did, I had no way to really legitimately fight back. They aren't hitting me. They aren't starving me, yet I can't gain weight. And I can't do anything about it. If they were hitting me, I could have I'd have this resolved, no problem. I'd be in much better condition. My life story is very extreme. Despite those extremes, who I am has kept me alive. I have died officially 18 or 19 times. And I honestly don't care if you believe me or not. Death is possible and life is possible also. But death is not a reaper. Death is not someone of taking. Fundamentals are included. Why do things die? So they may become again. They may be new again. Experience life anew again. The whole idea of death, as far as being something bad, really needs to be dropped, because it's a part of nature. Other than the hybrid existence, it's a lot different. You really can't achieve death, but you can meet him. I'm excellent friends with death. That's why I can't die. That's one of the reasons why I can't die. But also, he understands me. Death is not a dead being either. He's very much alive, believe me. And if you think if you were to think of death as far as a being, as far as the visual aspect, I already know what you're thinking, and that's an irony, but only from one universe has expressed that. I'm just telling you what's going on. All my predictions I've given you have added up. Look at how many protesters there are. The mass accumulated sums overall is 4 mass protest gatherings. There are so many there's protesting every day, and it's not dozens, it's not even hundreds, it's literally thousands across the board. So honestly, if you want to debate me on that, that's fine, but debating is dying. Debate is sitting next to doubt saying, I'm about to join you, brother. I am never coming back either. Skepticism, already embraced around doubt, and their hands are locked together, and they're sleeping, and they're never gonna be around again. You're gonna have good dreams, but doubts about, you're about to see skepticism about everything about you, to whom it pertains to, everything about you that is surrounded by limitation itself, whether you realize it or not, is about to go out the window entirely and very quickly. And then your core self is going to present her or his self. You might actually find out you are a her or a he. But honestly, women are the most pure and honest, so it's a 99.9% chance you're gonna find out that your core self is a woman. But as for women who are trying to be like men, which honestly, that is the worst example of unnatural circumstances as far as a being reacting in a gender form. It makes no sense. They'll find out they're a man. That's why they're reacting like that. I mean, doesn't it make sense? Just around the time, isn't it interesting that at the same time, everyone at a certain age reacts to their gender? Preparation takes time, and the time for true interaction begins at a certain age. Scientists will tell you Oh, it's the time when the body becomes more active. Why is that? The planet, this is the time where it's been this most active like this. Why is that? It should be obvious. Obvious because, really, just taking the time to figure this out, it's not difficult. What's unnecessary doesn't fit. What pertains to what's unnecessary, what is affected by it. You don't even really need to research to figure this out. This is being real. This is the actuality. And I am further preparing you for what you are going to realize. I speak to you as though you are your core self being as of now, and if you are a god or goddess, it is the same level. The only difference is that we're in unnatural circumstances, or whatever little bits and pieces they are, and who you are right now. So, only to whom this pertains to. If it does not pertain to you, keep listening. But, if it doesn't pertain to you, then just learn what you can from this. I'm sure you're realizing more about this. But for those who find this to be starting to be a waste of time, or already have been thinking about that, but are curious as to how much further this is going to go, honestly, what you're considering what a waste of time is I'm not doing videos about spam. I'm not talking about Tiger Woods. I'm not talking about American Idol. I'm not talking about politics even. I'm not talking about religion. I'm not talking about how you should be. I'm talking about the actuality. I'm telling you about naturality. I'm speaking in such ways that if you were to go through YouTube, you'll find bits and pieces that persons are like me. But my overall consistency outweighs the majority. And for that reason, you should be interested. It's very difficult to gain person's interest, which I find very weird as well. In the hybrid existence, you won't believe the joyous reaction of when you say I have something to share. They might throw a party for just that very factor. Believe me, we have every reason to throw a party every night. Just like the song goes with Kiss, I want to rock and roll all night and party every day. In the hybrid existence, go for it. In fact, we encourage it. We almost recommend it. We hold raves at every time, at a particular time, every day. We don't have holidays. We don't wait a whole year just to have a good time with everyone. We don't do Christmas, where you have to wait all year just to get gifts and feel good about yourself, even though the whole holiday's flipped up anyway. I'm speaking to you with honesty and purity. And I'm not just trying to help you. I am furthering preparing you, which is beyond help and beyond anything else I can do for you besides if I knew exactly what you should do, tell you. But that's the art of realization, aka uniqueism. I can't tell you. I don't know. But I can give you the fundamentals. I can tell you what's up. I can tell you what's going on, aka actuality. And I'm giving you compare and contrasts. I'm telling you to research others to compare to what I have to say. If you truly do not care about what I have to say, I would say you're being selective, but considering the beauty of words itself, considering the genuinity of consistent progress and fluency of the conversation and subject matter, what I'm talking about is irrefutably beneficial and evolutional. If you don't care about what I have to say, then you don't care about evolution, and you're selective. That's being real. And if you decide to be real with yourself, this whole I don't like that, I always want to be right, or I don't want to face my wrongs, you'll find out you're not facing wrong or anything like that. In fact, you'll find out you just embraced yourself and just leveled up 100 points. Believe me, acknowledgement is greater than anything you want to avoid or be selective about. Eternity or selectiveness in it. These are the fundamentals. This is what I call common sense. In the hybrid existence, I'm sorry, but what you consider of like a great philosophy or something,